call, Gavin Timms.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I'm excited. We're doing this Virtual Profits Workshop starting Monday, this coming Monday, June 1st. Even if you're watching this or listening to it that same week after the 1st, that same week, you can still get in and sign up. It's 100% free, virtualprofitsworkshop.com. On this little video here, this little podcast, we're going to show you the 5 simple steps for doing deals virtually. And it applies to whether you're doing wholesaling or lease options or subject twos or owner financing. It doesn't matter. These are the 5 simple steps to doing deals virtually. And, you know, we don't like to complicate things. We want to keep it simple, right? Keep it super, super simple. So for me, the first step is market research. I like to go into good markets. Now, I also recommend you start in your own backyard. Don't ignore the small towns. Gavin, we're doing a lot of deals right now in Alabama and Florida, even in Hawaii, but talk about why Alabama. Why is that such a good state for you right now?
Yeah, if I'm going to go virtual, for me personally, I think you need to go into a rental market and a fix and flip market to give you more opportunity. Okay.
Good rental market and fix and flip market.
Yeah, because it gives you more opportunity. You have more buyers buying different things. Okay. You also, with a market like that, you can kind of fit in to give you better strategies on the deal, depending on, you know, what type of deals you're doing. Are you wholesaling? Are you doing lease options, sub twos? And you can analyze markets in that way. But I will say one other thing as well is you can over analyze. One of the biggest things is over analyzing, because remember, we're trying to find people with problems, okay, that we can solve. We're not looking for properties. Everyone gets it wrong. You do your market research on that, but you can't spend too much time and because the numbers are going to kill you. The spreadsheets are. Just pick a market, make a decision, and let's go.
Yeah. Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Step number 1, do some market research, pick a market. I like rental and rehab markets. Step number 2 is get a team. And the team could be just 1 or 2 people, but here are some major components that you need in your team, right? Number 1, virtual assistant. We use virtual assistants to make the initial cold calls, to manage the marketing force, update the CRMs. There's really only 4 things your VAs should be doing. Number 1, they should be doing your marketing. Number 2, they should be updating your CRM. You should not be inside the CRM. Number 3, they should be doing the marketing 1 to CRM. Number 3, making your offers, sending your offers for you. And number 4, they should be doing all your follow-up. That's it. So just get a VA. That's the first person on your team. Number 2 could be another local wholesaler. Okay, we use Melissa, one of our friends and coaching clients. She's a rock star, does tons of deals. And Gavin finds, when we're doing deals in different markets, we just find other people that are doing deals there. Say, hey, do you want to partner? We partner on a deal by deal basis. Okay. Another person you can have on your team, I like to use realtors, using realtors to sell my lease option properties. Okay. So be thinking about that. Who can be on your team? If you're doing lease options, you also need a mortgage broker or a credit repair person, and all of that's important. So start thinking about who you can partner with on these deals. All right. The third step is marketing. I love marketing. We're not in the real estate investing business. We're in the marketing business. So step number 1, market research. Number 2, get a team. Number 3, you got to do some stinking marketing to get some leads. Gavin, what's your favorite form of marketing right now?
Cold calling. For me, because it's all about interaction. People that know me, it's all about the phone, right? It's human connection. And I think the phone is the best way. We don't obviously do the cold calling ourselves. We have teams that do that in the Philippines, and they're super cheap. But there's the reasons why I like it. 1, it's cheap. 2, you control the lead flow that's coming in, okay, which is very important. You control how many leads you want, right? The more dials, the more leads you get. You can control that for your business. I don't like marketing that you have to sit and you hope that the phone rings, okay? It's now, I wasn't investing in 2003 when the response rates from direct mail was so high. I do a little bit of direct mail, but it's very niche, small areas, like 500 pieces, things like that. But I like to be proactive in my marketing, not reactive.
Very good. My favorite forms of marketing, number 1, are finding tired landlords and for sale by owners on Zillow. I go to rentals and for sale by owners on Zillow, Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist, but I reach out and contact them. I have a VA that sends them texts, emails, voicemails. And the cool thing about Zillow is they're all vacant. All these houses, the rentals especially that you see, they're vacant. And a lot of them, you'd be shocked, don't have the owner is not an absentee owner yet on the county tax record. So they're not getting any marketing, any direct mail from investors. And especially when you can do lease options, a lot of these homes don't have much equity, especially when you target the nicer properties. It's a great source for leads. And I still love direct mail, still love postcards. You do have to sit and wait, but postcards work really, really well. And we're starting to see an uptick and an increase in response rates for postcards. So step number 1, market research, pick a market. Don't ignore the small towns, right? Marketing. You don't want to go into LA or Seattle or Nashville or Denver or Washington, D.C. Like those are real expensive high-end markets. Pick the good rental markets where there's a lot of investor activity. Okay. Second thing is get a team. Start building your team. Third, marketing. All right. We're not real estate investors who do marketing. We are marketers first who do real estate investing. It's important to be a student of marketing. All right. Step number 4, you got to evaluate deals and make offers. You got to evaluate deals and make offers. And Gavin, isn't it true sometimes people overanalyze deals? It takes them way too long to make offers. Why is that? Why do people do that?
Because they're trying to get the numbers right. And here's the thing, you never know because no one cares about your opinion. I know that sounds brutal, but it's the honest thing. The buyers are going to have the say, right? The market's going to have the say. You can renegotiate, you will get better. But if you're new, just get in the habit of making offers. Pick one resource, okay? One of my favorite ones personally is Zillow. I look at solds on Zillow for the similar size and condition, and I work my numbers off that. Now there is 100 other ones, and what is better, I don't know. Pick one, okay, and use that one. You don't need to complicate this.
Man, I totally agree. And like one of the things I like to do is have my VAs go in and just get, the average of like 3 or 4 different values that you can find online. Redfin, Realtor.com, Zillow, ePraisal, whatever. Just average those. That's your ARV. Go with it, right? Yep. And do a simple ARV times 70% minus repairs. For repairs, do $5, $10, $20 a square foot. Round it up to the nearest $5,000. Like keep it so simple that you can make offers in just a few minutes. Shouldn't take you much longer than that. One simple way to evaluate deals that I like to do, especially on the lower end rental properties when we're wholesaling those, is I just look at the average of the lowest 3 to 5 solds and average those, multiply that by 80%. Real simple, fast way to make offers. All you're doing is making that initial offer anyway, right? Trying to see if you're in the right ballpark. If it's close enough, get it under contract because you can always renegotiate it later if you can't find a buyer for it, right?
Yep.
During the inspection contingency period. But if it's close enough, get it under contract. Don't over-evaluate these things. And it doesn't matter what you think the ARV is anyway. What matters is what your buyers think a house is worth. And sometimes you just don't know until you get it under contract and you market it, right?
Yeah.
So again, just real quick, I'm going to interject here. We are going to cover all of this stuff, and I still have one more step to cover. We're going to cover all of this stuff in the Virtual Profits Workshop that starts this coming Monday. We're going to go live every day in the Facebook group. We have a special new private Facebook group. We're going to be going live in there, teaching you this stuff, breaking it down into tons of detail. And then we're going to be just talking a lot about mindset and how to get your brain right and how to think about how to do deals and to instill some belief and faith that, yeah, you can do this. You can actually do this. And we're going to be doing case studies, a lot of interviews, Q&A, and we're going to be just laying it all out at virtualprofitsworkshop.com. It starts this coming Monday. Even if you're watching this or listening to it after the first, as long as you're within that week, you can still get in there. It's completely free. And we're giving away a ton of prizes too, to whoever's we want it to be an interactive group. We're going to be there. We're going to be spending a lot of time. I have my whole week lined out. I'm not even playing any golf. I'm going to be in this profit workshop here. I'm excited about it. It's 5 days. Virtualprofitsworkshop.com. Go there right now. It's free. Virtual Profits with an S workshop.com. All right. So the 5th step, number 1 is market research, pick a market. Number 2, get a team. Number 3, marketing. Number 4, evaluate deals. Just make offers. And then number 5, well, you know what? I'm going to add one in here. I'm going to add a 4B. Follow up. You've got to follow up. Gavin, is this right? 85-95% of our deals come from follow-up.
Absolutely. Profit is in the follow-up, especially, with a cold call, for instance. It's cold. You're reaching out to people that have no idea that you're going to reach out, that maybe don't intend to sell. But the thing is, what happens is, Joe, is that when you put and have that conversation, they go talk to the husband and wife, they start spending that money. Yeah, maybe it is time to sell this property. Look what we could do with it. We could do this extension that we need. Whatever it's going to lead to is that. So you only get that in the follow-up. And remember, not every deal is closable. Okay.
Yeah.
No one closes in all across the country unless it's a PPC or a direct mail and it's so hot, but they come and not in many, maybe 1 in 1,000. I don't know the number, but that's what it feels like, that will close on the first phone call. So don't beat yourself up. Position yourself for a follow-up call and get it on the second or third or sixth call that you do.
Especially with lease options, this is really true. I mean, the seller wants to sell their house. They don't want to lease it for a couple of years and then sell it. But so you can only do deals with motivated sellers. And sometimes a no means not yet. Yeah. They're just like, no, I just want to sell it. I can sell it. No problem. You know, like my realtor, the market's hot. And then, you know, you give them some time to cook, give them 2, 3, 6 months, a year. And the key to this too is getting a system, getting a CRM to do all the follow-up for you, or a virtual assistant to do all your follow-up for you. So follow-up is huge. I just changed my list and made that the 5th step. Okay. Number 6. So we lied to you. There's 6 steps. Sell the contract. It's as simple as that, right? So, and you can sell these contracts virtually as well, right? You don't have to go show the home. You don't have to go put the lockbox on the door. We're going to be teaching you in this Virtual Profits workshop how to sell the contract, and you got to find buyers. Finding buyers is really easy. Gavin, what are some of your favorite ways to find buyers?
Realtors. Okay. Right. Realtors, property managers. Because they're working with, we want to know who's working with cash buyers, right? Because one person may have 10 buyers right there. This person may have another 5. So you get 15 just through 2 realtors. Property managers, what do? They manage properties for real estate investors.
You think they want to manage more?
Exactly. Are they looking to buy? Is any of them looking to sell? Have they got a nightmare client that they want to get rid of, that you can make an offer on their property? So there were 2 fast ways, and we know there's multiple more.
Oh yeah, and in this workshop, we're going to show you how to go find realtors that just listed and bought with as a buyer's agent investment properties. And we're going to show you how to contact that realtor, what to say to them. It's really cool. It's one of the fastest ways. My other favorite way to do it is call all of the landlords that are advertising properties for rent. And I also love to send these really desperate, motivated buyer yellow letters to other investors that own properties in there. And we're going to show you how to do that letter. It's amazing. It works really well. All right. So we got just 1 or 2 minutes left. So then we're going to sell the contract. It's real simple, right? You get the property under contract. You just get on the phone, start calling. I don't even recommend advertising your properties on Craigslist. That just opens up a can of worms, right? Just start getting on the phone and calling people. And the other cool thing is, one of the best ways to sell contracts is with other wholesalers, right? Find other guys and girls that are doing deals already, who already have buyers, who already have the title companies, already know how to do double closing and assignments and all of that, right? Find these people and say, hey, you want to partner on the deal? And you can sell the contract. So I'm excited about this. Workshop is going to be jam-packed full. We're going to be showing you not just theory of stuff that used to work a long time ago, but stuff that we're doing right now today that's working best, and how we are actually able to wholesale deals. I mean, we're doing, Gavin, about 60 grand in profits in the last 30 days, maybe 90 if you extend it up, bump it out a couple of weeks. But this is working even right now in this economic crisis that we're in. And I think it's going to be lasting a long time. I think we're in this for at least a couple more years. It's important that you understand how to do deals virtually in remote markets, because, you know, markets are cyclical. Some markets will be hot, some markets won't. You need to have the tools and the knowledge to know how to go into the hot markets and do deals from there, especially small towns. There's so much opportunity in the small towns. So I'm excited about this workshop, Gavin. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're going to bring it. I mean, we're even getting right now before we start, because we're asking people to say, what do you want us to cover? You know, making sure that we get all to your questions. We got community managers of our team that are in there. They're going to be communicating. We've put a lot of effort in this. We've built it all out. We've mind mapped it. We're trying to give a ton of value, and it's all free. You know, I think it's going to be great. So make sure you get in. Why not? Why not? It's free. Why not join us?
Yeah. virtualprofitsworkshop.com. You go to that page. It's free. We're not asking you for a credit card or anything like that. There's no 30-day trial. It's not like $1 now and $97 a month. It's not like that at all. It's 100% free. After you put in your name and email, you're going to be taken to a page that explains the schedule, when we're going live. Everything's going to be done inside of a private Facebook group, and it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be epic. virtualprofitsworkshop.com. Thanks, Gavin. We'll see you all in there. All right.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Bye.